So I get home from work today and I'm thinking I'm gonna jack up the truck, you know, get the jack stands back under it, get under it so I can take these bolts off and be able to lift the bed off the truck so we can move it into the other garage like I talked about in the past video. And so I knew there was a bolt, where was it? Oh, right up here. And there's another one kind of under this bucket. Somewhere up here in all this dirt, there should be one. I don't know where it is exactly, but there should be one somewhere right in here. And then I come back here and I lean against the truck and I feel it, you know, it rocks a little bit. Well, I know the shocks are all rotted away. You can see them through the floor of the truck. Let's see if you can see one. Oh, look, there's one right here. There's one right down here. It's all rotted away. You can see the rust all underneath there on the housing of it. And so I pick up the truck, right? Whole bed lifts right off the frame. That's how rusted away the bed of this truck is. The frame, like I said, actually looks really good. The bed is so rusted. I picked up this side and I didn't take a nut or anything off of this carriage bolt. It came right out of the bed. I didn't even know that it was right there, honestly. I picked up the bed and just saw it stick up and I was like, man, look at that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's making this job really easy, but at the same time, it's making me a little bit nervous about like what else I'm gonna find on this truck or what the floor is gonna look like under the carpet of the truck when we tear that out in a few weeks. But tonight, right now I have the girls with me, so I can't do it. I'm just out here kind of messing around, waiting for Maggie to get home, and the girls will go to bed later tonight till I come back out. But tonight, I'm gonna try to get the other two bolts out because that one's missing. I couldn't find, I could see bolt holes where other ones go, but there's no bolts there. And there's the bolt up front I was talking about. So I'm gonna try to get these two cut out or taken off. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably cut out. Get the tail lights disconnected so that it's just the wire clips left there. So we're gonna take those off. Those lights can stay for now. And remove the gas filler. I'll have to look into see what has to come for the to get the fuel cap or arm, whatever you want to call that tube off. And that's it. And then tonight I might actually call my brother-in-law and father-in-law and maybe Maggie out here to see if the four of us can just pick the bed of the truck up, walk it out of this garage, because I mean we're just coming straight out of this garage and going straight into that one. I got to clean it up and get the sawhorses cleared off and put some 4x4 posts across them and have a nice little work spot area so I can just work on the bed of the truck over there, maybe later in the winter time. And it'll be out of the way to be able to work on the rear end of this truck and clean up the frame of this truck and any of the other suspension stuff that I might have to do, these shocks and everything. It'll just make it so much easier to have all that space to work around the truck. So later tonight, that's what I'm gonna try to get into. I'm kind of excited about this whole the bed coming off thing. I really wasn't originally planning on taking the whole bed off. I was planning on trying to redo the floor of it and just leave it all intact here. But it's gonna be so much nicer being able to take the bed off, cut. I'm probably just gonna cut the whole floor out. If anybody has an easier, better idea, way to do that, then let me know. I was just gonna cut it out with a grinder and then try to cut out any rusty spots like in the wheel well and cut some rectangles of steel and weld it back in there and try to clean it up the best I can and grind all this surface rust off. Well, that's almost looks like Bondo. Try to grind all this stuff off and get a decent amount of body work done on the bed here. So I'm excited to be able to do that, just kind of out of place. Also, there's a wood burner in that side of the garage, so in the wintertime, if it's cold and I just don't want to work on the truck, I can get a good fire going and then be able to stand right in front of the wood burner and sand this down or do some welding on this. So that'll be really nice when it comes to wintertime. But I'll let you know how it goes if we get to it tonight. Stay tuned, subscribe, like the video, and follow along to see more action with good old Rusty.